Today we tackle birthdays, hard names, and anger. So are we waiting for you now?
Yes, I just worked out and I look sweaty and stinky and gross.
Okay.
I look frumpy.
Stand tall. There you go.
No, I just feel like...
All right, so episode 2. Episode 1 was a lot of fun. Got a lot of great feedback from everything. And on this episode, we decided to bring in an Irishman. So we've got I'm not gonna call you a special guest.
Resident Irishman?
A resident Irishman.
Namesayer.
Yeah.
Name pronouncer.
Name pronouncer. Yeah, if we get into any big words in the show, then JJ will figure them out because I don't do big words.
Say onomatopoeia.
So I don't want to pia.
Now, honey, you better sit down and look around, cause you must have bumped your head.
I don't want to be a...
That's exactly what I thought you would say.
So anyway, episode 2, super excited. Love your guys' feedbacks. Remember, if you want to send in a question and you want to get it answered, Wake Up with Wes hashtag. You can send it via Twitter. You can email us somehow. I don't know. You'll figure it out. Email Ivan, whatever his email address is, whatever. So, yeah.
Email me.
Yes, email Ivan. Email Ivan every hour. Just tell him what you think about him. Give Ivan some love.
He's gonna get more love than you.
That's true.
It's because I told everyone to do it, so of course.
Everyone likes Ivan.
Yes, they do.
Me.
Right? Okay, so let's get into
You ready for this?
I'm ready for this. Let's do this. Round 2.
This is a good long question.
Good long question. Okay.
Long question. Ready?
Let's do it.
Okay. So this is a question from Nina from Facebook. And she says, you guys seem like you work around the clock. How do you find balance? I'm asking this because my husband and I seem to always be working late nights, early mornings, and lunchtime. How do you make yourself take a break? And can creative people do that, or are our brains always creating?
I love this question. So I do work around the clock. A lot of the individuals on the team do, and I'm very open about that. Here's the deal. You can have the cliche thing of like, well, your work should be your thing, you should be getting, enjoyment out of your job. And for the most part, yes. But this is my philosophy on this. It's all in balance, okay? So working really hard and then trying to fit in breaks or trying to fit in different things, and just like in our lives, trying to fit in dates or trying to fit in that kind of stuff, it gets a little convoluted. What my suggestion is you go all in. You go all in on the work. You go all in on what you're creating. And then, yes, you have to force yourself to take some type of a break, some type of a vacation, and then go all in on that. Caveat with that for me personally is, to your latter part of the question, is are our brains always creating? Yes. I personally am not a fan of vacations. Actually, don't like them. About after like day 2 or 3, I'm like itching to do something, itching to create something. Holidays for me are, I love the family time, I love all of that, but like, I still want to be creating, I still want to do something. So just as much as it's...
Workaholic.
What'd you call me?
Workaholic.
I'm not a workaholic. I'm a createaholic.
I know.
It's different.
So annoying.
It's different. What is your thing on this? Like you
I
work.
just like to point out that you are again making up words that don't exist, like createaholic.
Createaholic.
You
Which
understand the concept.
Like,
The word alcoholic is because there's alcohol.
Right. So
there's no createahol.
this is.
Yeah.
We're done
There's
with
no
this.
etymology for that word.
Okay, I asked you what your feedback is on this question,
That's
not
my
to
feedback.
critique my word choice.
So my feedback is I experience similar. I have a hard time not working on vacation. Sometimes I feel like I'm more productive for whatever reason. Like I get more done on vacation because I like to be doing something that's opposite from whatever anyone else is doing. So like if I'm in Vegas, I'll go to a table and read a newspaper.
Don't you go
like
to
that.
Disneyland too? For like meetings?
Yeah, you just bring like a Wi-Fi connection with you on your phone, and you can take meetings there or get on your computer and do work.
We should go to Disneyland.
Yeah, we shouldn't.
Fun.
So
To work.
to work. So here's my thing. Nina, is that yes, working and doing what you love, I think the only reason that you're probably working during lunch and dinner and through late evenings and all that is because you love what you do. You love creating, you love doing what you do. And I think that there is too much conversation about making that a negative thing in today's society.
Yep.
If you love doing what you do, then do it. If you're working all the time and you're working around the clock and you hate doing what you're doing, then stop doing it. I mean, find something else.
That's true.
I think if you're a creative person that's always wanted to create, yes, you're always going to be creating. And, you know, as the Irishman said, go to places that are opposite and do the opposite thing. So, good?
That was good. Okay, I agree with that. At first I was like, I don't know about this. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Where are you going with
You're
this?
like being so hostile today.
Well, I'm just in protection mode.
Hostile.
Hostile. See, now you're worried. You got him standing behind you, so you're like, is that a word?
JJ makes me so nervous because he's like Mr. Vocabulary and we're not.
No, we're not.
Smart.
We're simple.
not.
We're simple people.
Simple life.
We're the simple life.
We don't know.
We're country folk.
This actually kind of reminds me of The Simple Life in a way, if you remember that show.
Hey, isn't that Paris Hilton?
Yeah, you're a resident of Paris Hilton.
Ouch. Oh, honey, you are not Paris Hilton. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought I was talking about you.
Yeah, Wes is Paris.
Oh.
I don't
What
know.
is Walmart? It's like they sell wall stuff?
No.
What is it?
Love you, bitch.
Burn. All right.
Okay, the next one's a video. Ready?
Videos. Love videos.
Hey, what's up, Wesley? Brandon here. So, my question for you is really a three-part question. What do you feel are the three core, most important areas of life for today's youth to focus on? Thanks, and I look forward to your answer.
All right, that's a great question. The three areas of life that youth need to focus on. Here's my philosophy with youth and asking youth questions. A lot of people will say, "Oh, well, that's something for youth." That's for everyone, right? The difference between a youth's brain and an adult's brain is elasticity. Huh? You like that word? And it's the concept that they can handle so much more and they're forming and they're doing all of this stuff. But I want to preface this that how I'm going to answer this applies to everyone. The three areas of life that we should all be focusing on is number one, first and foremost, is creating a complete and total understanding of who we are and accepting that. That's the first. I mean, if you cannot get that down, the rest of life is going to be a nightmare. You have to understand who you are and be comfortable with that. And that requires honesty, that requires forethought and thinking, and it also requires going to your community and asking opinions, getting feedback from other people. So that's the area number one. The second area is how you can take who you are and the gifts that you have into the world and create impact. You should constantly be focusing on not what can I get, but what can I give? And this is a really big problem in today's society, and it's not just our youth, it's everyone. Everyone is after something for themselves, right? So we're doing an event, the Human Gathering, and we're bringing together some amazing human beings to support a human project and the things that we're doing there. And it is mind-blowing how many people are messaging me and texting me and Facebook messaging me, emailing me and being like, hey, I haven't spoken to you in over a year, but this is something that I want you to do for me. Can you intro me to this person? Can you do this for me? And they forget that life is about what can you do for others. So for children, if you can build that as a foundation in truly giving to people and truly giving your talents to people, you're going to receive so much more than you can possibly handle. And then the third element is really understanding, now that you know who you are, that you're out there and you're giving your gifts, the third element is really, really fundamental, and that is profit. That is profiting from those different things and not being scared of that. And I know the word profit freaks people out, but you've got to be in a place, and let me explain, where your cup, as Les Brown may say and some others say, your cup is full. You have got to be in a position where you know who you are, you're giving back, and at the same time, you're figuring out how you can profit in this society. And I think profit's going to change. I think that Monetarily, things are going to become differently. I think that our currency system is going to change in the next 50 years. I think there's a lot of change in that sphere, in that space. But you have to not be scared of getting the benefits that this world has and really focusing on how you can make that happen so that you can be even a better person in the world. I know those are 3 crazy things maybe, but I don't know. I think that those are the lacking things. Any feedback from the Irishman? Any big words you want to use?
Sounds like you're saying raise makers, not takers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
People who are going to create things and give back, not somebody who's just going to take.
Exactly. And I think it's critical. I think we don't talk enough about our youth, but even ourselves, building something that can create sustainability, profit, whatever word you want to use, so that you can truly go and continue to do all those other things. That is the end game for so many people. I mean, listen, if the power companies would accept love and hope as a payment, then that might be kind of cool, but they don't. So it's just reality. And if you're trying to make yourself into something that's going to eventually give you that, Rolls Royce, I think that's backwards. I think it's understand who you are, give to the world, and then put those things together and then reap the benefits. So.
Totally true. I love that.
All right. Good.
Nice.
You're just like loving me today. I like that.
It's because I'm being a good wife. Okay, so this is why we brought JJ on the show, is because I do not know how to say this girl's name. I've tried.
I'm going to say Anjali Gupta.
There you go.
Anjali Gupta.
So this is a tweet from
Anjali Gupta.
Okay, so she says, how do you deal with anger in a healthy manner?
How do you deal with anger in a healthy manner? That's an interesting question for one reason, is that when did anger become unhealthy? It's a human emotion, right? So obviously this is a societal thing that we've done and we've created. And I think everything's in balance before everyone freaks out, is that anger is like sadness, it's like happiness, it's an emotion. It's something that we all have as human beings. And so I wouldn't be scared of it. That's the first thing. That's the first positioning of making it healthy. The second thing I would say is that anger becomes unhealthy when you hurt an innocent victim, or you put something onto somebody else, or you express yourself in a manner that offends somebody. And not offends in the way of 2016 offends, but like actually offends somebody, right? Like actually putting damage to somebody's character. So a healthy way to handle your own personal anger is to actually accept it, right? So allow it to come forward, allow it to be there just as much as you would allow your happiness to be there. And then possibly, depending on the level of how you process anger, finding a safe place to express that. I love sporting activities. When I am super stressed or have a lot of anger going on or have emotions, I go to sports. I love it. If you've ever seen me at a football game or a soccer game or a basketball game, I go all in on that. It's a release for me. And also playing them. And also business. A lot of times something will happen and I'll get angry in a business situation, or somebody will have done something to me, and I just go build a bigger skyscraper, right? I'll just go build something and I channel that anger into just creation. So everyone's different, but the first thing I would tell you is don't be so scared of anger. I think that's the first part of it being healthy, is that it's just a human emotion.
I like that you said that anger was healthy, because it's kind of like without darkness, you wouldn't have the light. Without light, you wouldn't have darkness. Without happiness, you couldn't feel happy if you didn't feel sad or angry or anything else.
No.
So I feel like I wouldn't have looked at that as, anger is a healthy thing, but it totally is.
Yeah, I think so much of this is about mindset. And the fact that you're asking that question, I think it's great. But I think understanding that the first part of making it healthy and handling it in a healthy way is understanding that anger is just part of humanity. It's part of being a human.
These are really good questions. I've liked today's questions. They're really good. I like them.
And I like your point about channeling. I think that's an important word to understand, the difference between dealing with anger and channeling anger, or dealing with sadness and channeling sadness. Because once you realize that you're in control of your emotions and they aren't controlling you, that's where true freedom comes from.
Totally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
Love that.
Totes. Okay.
Totes.
So this is the last question
The last question.
for today.
Okay.
Forever.
Forever. We're done. Well, that was short
Okay,
lived.
no, so this is the last question. It's really good, and I'm kind of excited to see what you're going to say about it. It's really good for, like,
Okay.
me.
What is it? Oh, it's a video.
It's a video.
Hey Wes, my husband's birthday is next week. What is the best gift you've ever gotten and why?
What's the best gift you've ever gotten and why?
So it was in 1992.
I was born.
That's when Ivan was born.
Old.
So old. It was years before I met Jody.
It's been 84 years.
No.
God!
Oh, see?
I worked so hard on gifts for you.
So this is a timely question.
You better answer this right.
This episode, I don't know when it's going to launch, but either it'll launch before my birthday or after my birthday. But my birthday is November 14th, 1980. And so Jody, for the last few hours, days, has been doing this 14 days of birthday. She started November 1st. And she's going to think that I'm going to say that this has been the best birthday present ever. It's been an amazing birthday, hands down. Really good birthday.
Be careful.
Be careful. Really good birthday.
I'll take away the rest of your birthday days.
Hey, it's all good. So the best gift, because it's not over. See, this is how I'm doing this, right? Is I can't tell this person in all integrity that this is the best gift ever because it's not done yet, right? So I have to go with what has been the best gift. This one might be.
Ivan, how do you work with him?
So here's the deal.
This is the whitest thing I have ever heard. 14 days of birthday.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Okay, so
It's cute.
so here's the thing. The best birthday gift I ever got was a scavenger hunt based around James Bond. And it was given by
I gave it to
Jody.
you.
And it was literally this day that I'm a huge James Bond fan. Love it. I love the movies. I love the character. I love everything about it. So it was this entire day built around a Secret Service mission. I had to do all these clues when all this stuff. Ended up watching the new James Bond movie that had come out. It was a phenomenal birthday. So for your husband, what's his interest? I think that the key to great gifts, okay, is not the financial, how much did you spend, or did you get something off the Amazon wish list? I believe that it's the effort. It's what are you putting into that day to show that person that you're going above and beyond your selfishness,
Selflessness.
whatever.
I'm just going to let this one let us drag.
Just put the word right here, okay, Ivan? This word right here is the key, okay? Words are hard. It's really about going all in for the person. It's not what you get, it's not how much money you spend, it's not any of that. It's how are you showing the person that you've listened, that you care, and that you're going in. So whatever your husband loves, just do that. Give him that. And listen, maybe it can't be a whole day. Maybe you've got, things, job, whatever, school, whatever it might be. But just when you give that time, just show that it's at. And I will say that this birthday, this 14 days of birthday, is probably going to go down as the number one. But we'll see. There's 4 more days. We'll see. But yesterday, after we filmed the show, Jody spent 2 or 3 hours, and I was not allowed to go upstairs. She was up in her art room, and she said, you can't come up. I've got a bunch of stuff going on. I don't even know what it is, but I can tell you that meant more to me than a watch, clothes, anything, is that she was honestly spending that 2 to 3 hours dedicated to creating something for me. So whatever your husband is into, that would be my suggestion.
And worst case scenario, just give him sex and he'll be happy.
Wow.
I'm glad he's single because I'm going to climb that like a tree.
This is a G-rated show that now we got it.
How is that bad? It's her husband.
Oh yeah. She's I don't know. I guess
That's
it is.
a good thing. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Likes
Don't
for
be such a
Jody.
prude, Wes.
Vote Jody. What?
What did you?
Such a prude.
Don't be such a prude.
It's her husband.
Well,
That's
you gotta
such
remember
a nice thing.
his story about 1992. He's really old. So. You're like 40, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you guys so much for the questions, for the guests that came on, the one guest that came on today. Hurrah. That's his big word for the day, hurrah. But as always, send me your questions and I'll tackle them. Have a great day, everybody.